spectacular, and Malebani is away. Frantic start to the match. Wow. In over the ball. Holding on the ground is the call. Seemed possibly a touch harsh. But Khumalo with the tap and go and the powerful figure of Mbilase running straight at the UJ defenders. And now so many are committed, there must be gaps on the outside. Trying to break away and find those gaps. Khomotso and Swadi. Presentation great from Fort Hare, but the contest from UJ is stellar. Surely that player is still involved in the rack, but the hands go down and back it comes. Ngalane affecting the turnover. Wide it goes. Frantic start for both these sides. Oh, testing the player on the outside. Oh, it didn't work out though, unfortunately, for Lerato Mokojo. Oh, fun. These two sides have started it with an exciting pace.
Both these sides have started guns blazing. I heard a siren go. I'm not sure if one of the sides have called a power play. Backing herself on the outside does the lady from the UJ side, Lerato Mokoyo.
Crouch! Ready? Fine!
We saw Turk's dominance at scrum time in the previous match. See if this will be a more evenly contested battle. Such a crucial area of play, the scrum in sevens.
It is an area that you can attack and cause chaos as far as quality as possession is concerned.
See if UJ can affect that on the University of Fort Hare. No, it's looking strong, that Fort Hare scrum. Around the corner, fine play, and the way is in Swadi. Wider it goes now to Mafuya. Mafuya's looking for something on the outside. Mafuya's getting hunted down eventually. Wonderful defending in the end by Ntai.
Good defending by Ntai, not overcooking it, just forcing the Fort Hare player into touch, and this should go hand to pocket. Dangerous tackle. She's heading straight away across the field with a yellow card. So University of Fort Hare, less one.
Did you see that red card briefly make an appearance there, before shuttling its way back into the pocket? Now UJ. This game is being played at a frantic pace with great accuracy, and UJ now have an overlap. A one-lady advantage, but the ball is knocked on. And they will be gutted as the clock will tick away on that small advantage that they have of one player. Knocking it on there, Ngalane.
It's just the quality of the pass. Skills aren't as fine-tuned as the men's sevens players, but they are putting a fine effort out there, are these ladies.
I believe Zandile Khumalo there, sitting in the naughty shirt.
Fine! Sit!
Which means they must have had to refashion somebody into that scrum, which is now travelling backwards, but Fort Hare managed to get the ball nevertheless. And Plaatjies is in the 9 jersey in control. UJ attacking every loose ball and attacking every breakdown as well. But the scrum comes the way of Fort Hare.
Knock on.
Well, a handling error once again by this UJ side, gifting possession back to the University of Fort Hare.
Crouch! Fine! Sit! Bread.
Well, there you can see it, 3 handling errors to 0.
Oh, that's a hell of a line, that one. Cutting straight through his Plaatjies, and Plaatjies is powering away under the bar. What a dive, and what a try.
Well, it's Plaatjies that scores a try. And let us remind you, University of Fort Hare have a yellow card in the form of the young lady Khumalo for a dangerous tackle. But that try was made by the timing of the pass and the way that she came on from depth, running at the space and not at the face. And she has enough pace. And take a look at that, your World of Champions TV dive.
Loving it, fam. Loving every moment of this match. What a close contest as well. These two very evenly matched teams. Well, Plaatjies, she can be very happy with her early efforts here. Cut the line wide open. Plaatjies hangs it up. UJ now under pressure. That mishandle sees them traveling backwards still, playing with a one-player advantage, but the defense of Fort Hare continues to be stellar.
Fine, black.
Stolen straight over the top by Sithole. This is tremendous effort from the 6 ladies of the University of Fort Hare. And now scrambling. And they have another player down right now, do Fort Hare. And it's Ntswadi. Let's see if UJ can capitalize. The penalty comes, tap and go, it's got to be. Ooh, they are all bunched up when there's so much space on the outside. And finally the players start sprinting. That's not the answer. The kick goes upfield, but it is not very well managed. And eventually it peters out. Yellow card back for Fort Hare. We're back to 7-on-7, and UJ will be desperately disappointed. Come look at those numbers.
It's total dominance in this first half for the University of Fort Hare, 68% possession. That's probably why they find themselves 7-0 up in this first half.
What a match this is turning out to be. 41 seconds remaining in the first half. UJ capitalize on a loose line ball. That one is popped over the top by Ndu. And now on the outside, Ntai around the outside and in for the try.
Kanyasile Ntai keeps her width, keeps her depth, but it's well worked to the player in Ntai. Take a look at this skill set to perfection. The ball does the work, hands are out, receiving the pass, setting a target as far as where you want the ball to go. And Ntai reaps the benefits, and UJ back in this one.
That conversion will not be going anywhere close to the posts, but as the halftime whistle blows, nobody can deny that the excitement levels are at fever pitch. These ladies are leaving it all out there on this Pirates field. What a match we have on our hands. The second of the 2 ladies 7's matches of today, the inaugural ladies 7's matches. And supporters are in the stands. Now that the Springbok match is finished, we've got some leaking over to watch some of the 7's rugby, which is very pleasant to see. And of course, the Springboks victory in the bag as well. One more game in the group stages against Canada, and then we're on to the quarterfinals. There's a possibility that Japan could still win their group. Who do you think the Boks will play in the quarters?
If it's Japan that wins, we're obviously going to face the men from Japan. We know what happened in 2015.
We do.
Probably one of the greatest rugby upsets of all time, and then the next one came this year with Japan beating Ireland.
Phenomenal. So it's all to play for in the Rugby World Cup. Catch it all in your World of Champions. But right now, let's take in the second half of this, the second ever Varsity Rugby Women's 7's match. Voice Ndu with the restart. Brilliant hands once more. Tutor running in with disregard for the integrity of a body. Now, jabbed through by Voice Ndu. Plaatjies will have to clean up. Plaatjies with a deadly step. Plaatjies dealing with 3 and 4. And away come the University of Fort Hare. Crucial tackle. And it is completed. It is completed by Nkalane. Almost got shaken off there. She stuck to the task, the number 6 for UJ. And then Nkalane completed the tackle and forces the turnover.
It's good cover defense effort by Nkalane, but take a look at Plaatjies. She steps up both legs. Good passing. She's the full package.
Absolutely, Vim. And let's keep in mind, of course, there's a South African women's team that's going to be fed by this. What's happened with varsity sports and hockey and varsity sports and netball, they have about 10 players in the World Cup squads for each of those sports. What is going to be happening in rugby if varsity sports can get it right here as well? Fort Hare scrum is looking dominant. Here's the player previously off the field. Oh, wow, that's a bit harsh though from there. Was reasonably close to the mark, but hey, the rules are the rules. And dragged back Zandiva Kumar.
Well, that face tells a story of a million words. Very frustrated.
Crouch. 5. Sit.
Doesn't get much tighter than this. And Fort Hare are absolutely blowing UJ away at scrum time. Slung wide by Ntwadi. Off to Plaatjies. Danger woman Plaatjies. Plaatjies beats the first but heads backwards after the handoff. Nothing wrong with that in the 7's, of course. Tuto. There's always a player ready to attack the line in the University of Fort Hare. This time it was Ongeziwe Msengi. And again, now it's Zandile Khumalo. The powerhouse Khumalo keeps the legs pumping, hits the deck. Players in there for UJ trying to force the turnover. They fail to. And it's Tuto. More straight line running from Msengi. And now the spaces are opening up for Mbilase. And Mbilase dots down under the bar. Too much pressure from the University of Fort Hare finally paying off.
Too much pressure, patience demonstrated. They keep it direct. They keep it simple. Draw in numbers as far as defense is concerned and exploit the space. Retention is good, ball retention is good. Not many defenders left out there, and Mbalase, with a lot of power and a lot of pace, earns University of Fort Hare their second try, and they're leading this one 14 points to 5.
Power play might just prove crucial in this match. Power play lasts for a minute, and if any team scores a try during that power play, they get 10 points instead of 5. That is another fantastic kickoff, putting enormous pressure on UJ, and for once they don't catch it. Really is outstanding restarts from Plaatjies. And then it's well done by UJ thereafter to hold the player up off the ground and force the scrum. But there's one player to talk about on this field right now. It's the one that you mentioned earlier, Asisipho.
She's been outstanding for her side. Asisipho Plaatjies, putting her hand up, owning her space, and totally running rings around this UJ side and playing for her team. Her quality of her passes out wide, her skill set is good, she steps off both feet, and most importantly, she has vision.
It's all there for Plaatjies. As we have an injury on the field to Fort Hare, they've been giving it all out there, and I believe that it is the try scorer, Andiswa Mbilase, who scored the only try of this half thus far. Now, as for UJ, the time is ticking away on them. They really need to score soon.
Time is ticking away, and we know that University of Fort Hare dominant at the scrum set piece. Let's look at this one.
No hook there from UJ, almost a tight head, and eventually a free kick against them. No hook. Oh, it's not great at scrum time for UJ. And the Fort Hare have certainly targeted that, and now Plaatjies, numbers running out for University of Fort Hare. Look at her weighing up the options. Plaatjies again, attacking the line, committing defenders, and now cutting in off the left is Mafuya. And that is a great tackle from Mtai. It's going to be a tap and go from the University of Fort Hare, and running onto it is Jazine. And now onto the ball is the powerhouse Mbilase. They will not stop her. She crosses over once more for her second try of the second half.
Mbilase gets her brace, but it's all set up once against by Plaatjies. What I like about her attitude, she weighs up her options, she's patient, finds people in space, players in space. And then from there, the damage is done, defenders are drawn in, space opens, and UFH exploit.
Brilliant drag beat from the University of Fort Hare.
They're doing so well, these ladies. I like their attitude. They run onto the ball at pace, they come from width and depth. Lovely stuff.
If it remains like this, the final will be contested. Well, no, all the ladies will play against each other first, and then we'll decide who the finalists are. But right now, Fort Hare and Turks looking pretty good. Up it goes from Plaatjies. Oh, this time it was almost gathered, well measured. Unfortunately, could not retain it in the hands of Lerato Mokojo. They've done very well with the kickoffs, UJ. They've had some very difficult ones to deal with because of number 9 Plaatjies.
Some nice hang time on that restart. But as the curtain comes down on this one, University of Fort Hare just too strong for the ladies from the University of Johannesburg.
And finally, a decent scrum from UJ, but it's wheeling nevertheless. And Fort Hare get it away. Can UJ get their hands on this ball and move their way upfield in these final 10 seconds and salvage some pride? The scoreline is unflattering to them as they've been very competitive in this match, but Fort Hare now have the points in the bag. Can UJ continue to work on their systems, continue to move forward, seek one more score as they prepare for the future, for the further matches which they have today and tomorrow? Tap and go, and breaking right through. Wonderfully tackled in the end as Manebani goes to ground for UJ. Over the ball, illegally so though, is Andiswa Milasek. Plaatjies is down for the University of Fort Hare, so they are playing one player short. Great run from Muntombela, continuing the momentum. Are there players in position to support? No, they are not. And it is snatched clean out of her hands. And with the clock now up, how will the University of Fort Hare play this? The match is in the bag. Do they still want to score another try, or they prefer to conserve their energy and kick to touch? They do have many fallen soldiers on the field. One still down getting treatment, and Plaatjies just retreating to get back to the play. But what's your advice here? You kick the touch, or do you carry on playing for the try?
I don't know, Paul, what would you do?
Man, you got to conserve the energy in my eyes, man. Chucks are coming.
Also might go to points difference as well.
Very true, man.
So try and get as many points as you can, just in case you slip a game here or there.
And your advice has been taken from away it comes. And unfortunately, that is not the ideal kick through, leaving no possibility for pressure to be applied by the flying winger Justine Lowe. But that brings a close to the second ever Varsity Rugby Women's 7's match, and it's been played right here at the Pirates Rugby Club in wonderful spirit, I might add. What an excellent edition.